I wake up to the sensation of something cold and wet brushing against my cheek. It's dark, too dark to see anything, but I can feel it, a faint, rhythmic tapping on my skin. My heart races as I try to reach out, to push whatever is there away, but my arms are heavy, sluggish. Panic rises in my throat, but no sound escapes. Morning light filters through the curtains of my room, casting a soft glow over the familiar patterns of the wallpaper. I stretch, my limbs finally responding as I throw off the covers and swing my legs out of bed. Another day begins just like any other. The memory of last night's strange sensation fades, leaving only a lingering unease. Breakfast is quiet, as it always is. Mom hums softly to herself while she clears the dishes, her back turned towards me. She doesn't acknowledge my presence, but that's nothing new. I'm used to the silent treatment, the cold shoulder. I grab my backpack and head out the door, leaving behind the empty house and its silent halls. School is a whirlwind of noise and movement. Kids laughing, teachers shouting, pencils scratching against paper. I sink into the comfort of routine, the predictable rhythm of lessons and recess. Yet, there's an undercurrent of wrongness, a subtle dissonance that sets my teeth on edge. The lights in the hallway flicker ever so slightly, casting eerie shadows on the walls. A faint hum echoes through the empty classrooms during silent reading time, but when I look up, no one else seems to notice. The bus ride home is interminable, each stop bringing me closer to that empty house and its oppressive silence. Today, though, something feels different. As I walk up the driveway, the sensation of being watched prickles my skin. I glance around, but there's nothing, just the bare trees and their skeletal branches swaying in the wind. Inside, the house feels colder than usual, the air heavy with an unseen presence. The tap 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 from last night echoes again in my mind, louder this time, more insistent. I try to shake off the feeling, but it clings to me like a second skin. In the kitchen, Mom stands by the sink, her back still turned towards me. Her shoulders are hunched, her posture rigid. She doesn't move when I approach, doesn't respond when I reach out to touch her arm. Her skin is ice cold, her body stiff as a board. Fear spikes in my chest, but I push it down, trying to remain calm. This isn't right. This can't be happening. I take a deep breath and turn away, desperate to put some distance between us. As I do, something catches my eye, a faint rhythmic tapping on the window pane behind her. Tap, tap, tap. The sound echoes in my head, growing louder, more insistent with each passing moment. It's coming from everywhere now, filling my ears, my mind, my very soul. The house seems to pulse around me, the walls closing in as I sink to the floor, hands clasped over my ears in a futile attempt to block out the noise. Time stretches and warps, days blurring into one another. Mom never moves from her spot by the sink, her body growing paler, colder with each passing day. The tapping never stops, its relentless rhythm driving me closer and closer to the brink of madness. I can feel it now, that cold, wet sensation all over my skin, like 1,000 tiny fingers caressing my flesh. One day, as I sit huddled in the corner of the living room staring at nothing, I notice something strange. The wallpaper, it's moving. The patterns twist and writhe under my gaze, forming shapes that seem to defy logic and reason. I blink, trying to clear my vision, but the effect only grows more pronounced. The walls begin to ripple, the very fabric of reality tearing at the seams. A gaping hole opens up before me, revealing a darkness so profound it threatens to swallow me whole. The tapping reaches a fever pitch, drowning out all other sound as I'm pulled towards that yawning chasm, unable to resist its insatiable draw. And then, suddenly, everything stops. The noise cuts off mid-tap, the walls still in their frozen ripple, Mom's body frozen in time. Silence descends, thick and oppressive, smothering all sound, all thought, all feeling. I hang there, suspended in that moment of absolute stillness, my heart pounding in my ears. Then, slowly, imperceptibly at first, the tapping begins again. But this time, it comes not from outside, but within. It echoes through my mind, growing louder, more insistent with each passing second. I can feel it now, that cold, wet sensation all over my skin, like 1,000 tiny fingers caressing my flesh. As the tapping reaches its crescendo, I realize with horror that it's not coming from outside at all, it's me. It's always been me, the sound, the presence, the thing that haunts this house. It's mine, my own mind turned in on itself, a testament to the power of fear and imagination. In the end, there is no escape, no resolution, only an endless cycle of terror and despair. I am trapped here, forever bound to this place, to this sound, to this thing that lurks within me. And as I sit here, staring at nothing, waiting for the tap 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 to begin again, I know one thing for certain: there is no longer any distinction between reality and illusion, between truth and lies, between myself and whatever it is that now shares my mind. I crouch in the darkness of my closet, heart pounding, as a faint scratching echoes from behind me. The sound is soft, barely audible, yet it sends shivers down my spine. I've heard it before, but tonight it feels different, closer, more insistent. Morning light streams through the window, chasing away the shadows of last night's fears. My room looks normal again, just as it always does. The sun warms my back as I help Mom in the garden, our silent dance of weeding and pruning a familiar rhythm. Yet, beneath the mundane task, unease lingers. At school, kids laugh and play during recess, their joyous cries filling the air. I join them, trying to lose myself in their games, but my mind drifts back to that sound. That scratching, it seems to follow me, a silent companion only I can hear. Days blend into one another, each day bringing small changes, subtle, almost imperceptible. The garden starts to wither, the vibrant flowers turning brown and crisp under my touch. Shadows lengthen, casting eerie patterns on the walls of my room at night, and always that scratching, growing louder, more persistent. One evening, I notice Mom's hands as she serves dinner. They're trembling, her knuckles pale and knobbed like those of an old woman. She doesn't look at me, her gaze fixed on some distant point beyond my shoulder. Fear coils in the pit of my stomach, but I push it down, focusing instead on the food before me. The scratching keeps me awake tonight, its relentless rhythm echoing through my mind. It's coming from everywhere now, each wall, each corner vibrating with that terrible sound. My room feels smaller somehow, the ceiling pressing down on me, the walls closing in. I can't take it anymore. I have to find its source. I grab a flashlight and start searching, running my hands over the walls, the floor, the ceiling. The sound guides me, growing louder as I approach the closet. My breath hitches as I shine the light inside, revealing nothing but empty hangers and dusty shelves. But there, at the very back, a small wooden box glows with an eerie light. It pulses in time with the scratching, its surface warm to the touch. As I lift it, the sound stops abruptly, leaving behind a heavy silence. Back in my room, I sit on the bed, the box resting on my lap. Its lid creaks open easily, revealing no treasure or secret but an empty space. No, not entirely empty. Nestled at the bottom lies a small, translucent egg. It shivers slightly, giving off a faint glow. The next morning, the egg is gone. In its place, a tiny creature squirms on my bedsheet, its form writhing and shifting, impossible to look away from. Fear grips me, but curiosity pulls me in. I reach out, hesitant, and touch it. It's soft, almost velvety, yet it vibrates with an intense energy that sends shocks through my fingertips. The creature grows larger, its form taking on a more solid shape, a twisted reflection of myself, warped and distorted. I recoil, horror rising in my throat. But the thing is quick, darting towards me, merging into my skin as it touches me. Pain explodes through my body, white-hot and searing, before settling into a dull ache that resonates with every beat of my heart. My reflection in the mirror shows nothing unusual, just my face looking back at me. But I can feel it now, that other presence within me, its tendrils snaking through my veins, corrupting me from within. Days turn into weeks, reality warping around me like a funhouse mirror. Shadows twist into grotesque shapes, sounds echo with unnatural clarity, and colors bleed together in sickening hues. I'm losing control, the line between what's real and what's not blurring beyond recognition. One day, as I stare at my hands, they start to change, fingers elongating, nails thickening into claws. Panic surges through me, but there's no one to tell, no way to stop this descent into madness. The final shift comes while I'm sleeping. A dream, or maybe not. The boundary between dreams and reality has long since crumbled. I'm back in my closet, huddled among the dresses when it happens. The scratching returns, but this time, it's me making the sound. My hands, now fully transformed into claws, scrape against the wooden floorboards, their sharp points digging into the old wood. But there's no fear anymore, only a deep sense of belonging. I am part of something greater now, connected to every shadow, every scratch, every twisted echo that haunts this house. And as I emerge from my closet, ready to embrace whatever comes next, I realize I have become the thing that haunted me all along. In the attic, dust motes dance in a beam of sunlight, filtering through a cracked window. I reach for an old toy soldier, its once bright red coat now faded to rust. It slips from my grasp, clattering onto the wooden floorboards. The sound echoes strangely, as if absorbed by the cramped space around me. I descend the narrow staircase, fingers tracing the familiar grooves of the banister. The kitchen is warm, filled with the scent of freshly brewed coffee. Mom's at the counter, humming softly while she prepares a sandwich for Dad's lunchbox. She glances up as I enter, smiles briefly before returning to her task. Normalcy wraps around me like a well-worn blanket. School days blur into one another. The scratch of chalk on slate, the rustle of leaves underfoot during recess. Homework sprawls across my desk, numbers and letters aligning neatly in rows. Bedtime stories are read by Dad's steady voice, their rhythm lulling me to sleep. Life unfolds predictably, like a well-rehearsed play. Then, the first crack appears. The attic door creaks open of its own accord when I'm downstairs playing with my siblings. It hadn't been left unlocked, but now it swings slowly inwards, revealing shadows where there should only be empty space. A cold draft sweeps down the staircase, leaving gooseflesh on my arms. I shake off the unease and join them outside, where we chase fireflies in the twilight. Their glow flickers on and off, like tiny lanterns against the darkening sky. As I laugh with them, the strange incident seems trivial, forgotten. But it's not forgotten, it's growing bolder. Drawers slide open when no one touched them. The tap runs cold instead of hot. Shadows stretch improbably long, their shapes defying logic. Each event is subtle, almost imperceptible, but they're happening more frequently now, impossible to ignore. One evening, I'm alone in the kitchen when the fridge door swings wide. Inside, the light flickers on and off rapidly, casting harsh whites and deep blacks across the room. My reflection in the window pane contorts grotesquely, features twisting into something unrecognizable before snapping back into place. Fear claws at my throat, but I swallow it down. I retreat to bed, burying myself under blankets, as if they can protect me from this creeping wrongness. Sleep doesn't come easily. Instead, I lie awake listening to the house's strange symphony, distant footsteps echoing through empty halls, whispers carried on unseen breezes, the soft thuds of items moving on their own. One night, I wake up to find my door ajar. Moonlight spills into the room, painting everything in shades of blue and silver. As I pad towards the door to close it, a faint noise stops me, a rhythmic tapping, like nails rapping against wood. It's coming from inside the attic. My heart hammers in my chest as I ascend the stairs, each creak echoing loudly in the silent house. The tapping grows louder, more insistent, guiding me towards its source. At the top of the stairs, I pause, hand reaching for the doorknob. Suddenly, Everything goes still. No sound, no movement, just an oppressive silence that presses down on my ears. I push open the door, revealing a scene that steals my breath. Hundreds of toy soldiers stand in perfect rows across the attic floor, their tiny red coats glinting under the moonlight. Among them is mine, the one I dropped weeks ago. But it's not alone. It holds another figure tightly in its grasp. A small boy stands frozen mid-step, his hand outstretched towards my soldier. His eyes are wide with fear, mouth open in a silent scream. He's me, or rather, he was me. This is the moment I reached for that toy, the exact instant before it slipped from my grasp. Realization dawns slowly, chillingly. The attic isn't haunted by ghosts or spirits. It's haunting itself. Time here is warped, twisted, repeating the same moments over and over again until they're worn smooth by repetition. I'm witnessing my own past, trapped in an endless loop. As I stare at that terrified child, understanding dawns even more fully. The strange occurrences aren't happening to me. They're happening because of me. Every time something moves or changes on its own, it's due to some action or decision I've made, doomed to repeat itself indefinitely. Back in my room, I pull the blankets tight around myself, trying to ignore the cold that seems to seep into my bones. Outside, the wind howls through the trees, their branches scratching at the window like skeletal fingers. In the distance, a clock tower chimes midnight, or is it noon? Time has lost meaning here. I close my eyes, willing myself not to see the boy in the attic, not to hear his silent screams. But he's always there now, lurking just behind my eyelids, accusing me with those wide, frightened eyes. And I know, as surely as I know anything, that I'll never escape him. Because this isn't a house haunted by ghosts, it's one haunted by time itself. And once you've seen the truth, there's no going back, only forward, into an eternity of endless repetition.